in the beginning, she's overusing me every.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Like Discussion, Dr. Jefferson. I appreciate you guys coming in. As you come in, do not forget to be courteous and like and share the content, because I feel like that's the way that we can gain maximum exposure and all of that good stuff. Today, we're going to have a really quick and brief discussion about sexual appropriation, right? So a viewer submitted to me a comment about my guests being afraid to approach difficult topics. And I really don't think that that's true. And he also submitted this particular question for us to review tonight. However, my guests are kind of, they're around. We're all in one place and stuff like that tonight. And we're going to have this discussion, and they're going to be off camera, but they're going to give you guys their honest feedback on this question. And we're going to talk about whatever questions you might have to. But hopefully we can get that done briefly. So the topic of discussion is it okay for your friend or family member to have sex in your guest bedroom in your home? And I just felt like, that was a really interesting. Jay Fry, hi. Thank you for watching. Do you think it's okay? Are you saying okay because you think it's okay for them to? And if it is okay, does that come with restrictions for you? Like, do you have any terms in which you actually expect them to obey by or abide by while they're engaging in sexual practices in your home? He said, whatever they do, what they do. What do you think, Natasha?
Well, I think it depends. It depends.
Sit right here, so that way they can hear you really good.
Sure. I think it all depends. It can come across as disrespectful if the guest is not staying overnight.
Mm-hmm.
They're just stopping by for a couple of hours and using the room just to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
I think that can be disrespectful, especially if they're just local people. They're not staying overnight. You can invite them to stay overnight. They're just stopping by just for the purpose of having sex. I think that's disrespectful if they didn't ask me or tell me about it.
If they didn't ask you to have sex?
No. If they didn't say, well, this is what I want to do, this is what I came here to do.
Right.
If they just do it without telling me or at least informing me, well, can we just use your room to be intimate?
So you're open to having a conversation with a friend or family member about them having sex in your spare bedroom.
Correct.
So if this was your mom and she was traveling and she had her boo with her or her bae, and she came here and she said, well, Natasha, we're going to get a little freaky. You'd be okay with having that conversation with your mom?
What?
I'm just saying.
I think you said me out.
No, I'm just saying. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Natasha's response? Like, are you okay with having that conversation with their mom? I think it's a lovely thing that you think that people are capable of predicting when they're going to engage in sexual practices.
Well, so if it happened for the spur of the moment, they didn't mean to, just stay in the room for a couple of hours. Right. If this is staying in the room for a couple of hours, they're just like next to each other and it happened. But if they're like on the road, plan to come to my house just for the purpose of having sex and leave, that's what I say is inappropriate.
So for you, you don't want them to have their cheater episodes at your house.
Correct.
Got it. Got it. Because that's what cheater people do.
Yes, it's the cheater aspect, or like, for example, some people have the religious belief that you can't have sex before marriage. That's a whole other topic. I understand, but for someone with that kind of morality, just having a young couple or a cheater couple coming to their home just to have sex, that's how I see it's inappropriate. If you're a married couple and you're an adult, I don't feel like you necessarily have to tell me, but if it's in that intention just to come as like a temporary motel type of thing, that's what I don't like.
So what did he say? He said, see, with my mom and my stepdad, they are going to be straight up and tell you to go in the room. Go in the room and have sex. So if you're on the road and you're traveling to your mom's house, right? Your mom is okay with telling you to go get it done, go have sex with that girl in the guest bedroom or in your old bedroom. Is that what you're saying? And if your mother was coming to visit you, are you okay with her having sex in your guest bedroom? And to go back to kind of what Natasha was talking about, she doesn't want the cheaters, the people who are married that need a quick space for them to engage in sexual behaviors, to be using her house for those types of ungodly attempts.
Yes, I think that's exactly correct.
Okay. So if okay, let's say that, you're like the only stop, right? And there is traffic and they want to stop off.
If they're just for the purpose of cheating, no, it's never acceptable in my house. I'm not inviting that negative energy in my house.
They might have some positive cheater energy.
Go to a motel, a hotel, wherever, stop by the side of the road, do what you gotta do, but don't.
What if they don't have no money though?
Well, that's not my problem.
Wow. You are cold-blooded.
If you can cheat, then you can find the money to go do what you gotta do.
You are cold-blooded. Sue, what you think? Tell me what you think. And I'm just gonna relay it. They can't hear you. What you think about what Natasha said? Natasha said you can't be using her house to cheat at all.
No.
Only married couples can come have sex. What do you think? Sue thinking about it, y'all. One of you, Jay Fry, he laughing. He said she must be single. I love it. I love it.
If I invite them in my house, I'm saying you kind of be who you need to be, right? So it's like when you're in my guest room, that's got nothing to do with me. What you do with it.
Okay. So Sue said that if she's inviting you in her home, you're in the guest room, so you can do what you need to do in there. You can be yourself or whatever. But what if you know this person, right? And you know their spouse, and the person they're bringing isn't their spouse?
I would have a conversation with him or her. Like, I'm not comfortable knowing that you have a husband or a wife coming in my house with somebody else you have in a relationship.
Before or after they have the sex?
Before, if I know they're coming.
Suzanne said before.
I'm bringing a friend with me.
Right.
That's what you're gonna get.
Okay.
He's not gonna say I'm bringing my cheating girlfriend. He's gonna say, I'm bringing a friend. And then this is somebody that's important, that I know is kind of important to me. We're having a conversation about you and your friend and your wife or your husband. It's just, I would feel uncomfortable. Because I don't have to carry the burden of knowing what you did.
And you might be, I was just about to say, you might be, a lot of times people use you as an alibi.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of times people will use you as an alibi because they're like, I was at Sue's house, so how was I out cheating? Like, you just think everybody's out here cheating in these streets. I'm not doing that.
No, I'm not supporting that.
Natasha, he said unless you, or are you saying unless she getting some, they can't have sex?
Guess what?
I'm looking at it. Can you see it?
Who's getting more?
He said unless you're getting some.
Me?
Yeah, because he was talking to you and he said she must be single or unless.
No, I wasn't single
They-
at the time.
unless
I
she
was
gives
married
Yeah.
at the time that happened.
Oh, you were married at the time it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, she said she was married. She was probably getting some in the room next door, but at the end of the day, she don't want nobody else having sex getting their groove on in her space, you know? What about noises? Do you guys, if you're okay, because you said you were okay with them having sex in your guest room, right? Do you feel like you have to also have a conversation about noise restrictions? Like you can't make any noises. I don't want to hear any sexual sounds. Like you can't be disrespecting my space like that because me and my husband not getting it on like that.
Well, again, from my perspective, what you said?
Susanna, you said that's neither here nor there.
It doesn't matter whether me and my husband, what's going on with us, got nothing to do with you not making
Really? So if I'm coming in there and I'm making all these sexual noises, your husband and you, I'm not getting on making those sexual noises. You're not gonna be like, listen, I need y'all to cut the noise down. Ain't that kind of sex up in here? Like you're not gonna do that? No.
Well, for me, if
She's thinking about it. She like, hell yeah, I'm cutting the noise. Like y'all not getting everything going up in here, and I ain't getting nothing going. He said no, because I may be in the other room having sex. They better play some music. So playing some music is gonna suffice.
Yeah, we might
Turn the radio up so you can drown it. I like loud noise music. I like loud music anyway in general. So, gosh.
Well, if my kids are in the bedroom next door, then that's not acceptable.
So if your kids are in the bedroom, they can't make no noises or they can't have sex at all.
They can't be loud enough for my kids to hear it.
Oh my God.
Well,
oh my God.
Well, when I have sex, I make sure my kids are not hearing it.
How do you do that?
Well, we're like a little, we control.
You control the noise?
Yeah, we control it. We can control it.
How can you control the noises?
Lower our voices.
Does anybody agree with Natasha that you can control the noise when you're having sex? Don't look at me and laugh. It's because it's so not true. If sex is
yes,
good,
you can, and I have. Yes.
Say yes. Yes, I know. I was controlling that noise.
Of course.
No.
We both do.
No, you can't. If it's good, then you cannot.
Whether it's good or not, I could still control it.
See, you just said or not.
Well,
it wasn't good.
Not all the time.
Oh my God. Not all the time. Why doing it?
Well, obligation.
Oh my God. That's rough. That is a rough existence right there. Oh God. He said, hell no, you can't control the noise. He said he wasn't hitting it right. I agree. If it's good sex, you can't control the noise. So my thing is this: if you're coming in town and you're my family member, you might have sex in my house, but I'm with Natasha. You better have the most quiet, the most terrible sex that you have ever had in your life. You know why? Because I'm feeling away because I ain't getting none. So at the end of the day, while you in there, I hope it's the worst experience you ever encounter in your entire life. But no, seriously, whatever you do in the room is what you do. And I'm not going to hear it anyway.
Well,
I'm not going to hear it anyway because I'm probably going to be asleep.
Well, that couple that came to my home, it was during the day.
Mm-hmm.
It was not at night.
Good God.
It was like 4 p.m.
You should have went outside and cut some grass there.
No, I was 4 p.m. It was like during the day.
So that was a cheater's incident.
Yeah, it was.
That was 100% a cheater's.
Yeah, it was.
Because that's what happens. Like when people are cheating. I mean, and I've had friends do that. But, I'm not telling on you guys or nothing. I'm not telling on y'all, But I know what you're doing. But the thing is, like, if you come over there and you're cheating at my place, just don't let me see it. Because when your significant other come asking those questions, I'm not going to be able to lie for you. I can't cover for you. So it's best for you to keep them away from me so they never know.
As a woman, you made that statement you won't cover. But men, they will almost always cover for other men.
Really?
Yes, they do.
Mr. Williams, is that a fact? Do you agree?
Yep, at almost any cost.
He said, is that right? That's right. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm sorry, when I'm in a relationship, I don't believe in cheating. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Don't cheat if you're in a relationship. But I got a lot of folks, and you know what? That's the reality. I don't believe in cheating either. But I got a lot of folks that I've known for a period of time. They do a lot of cheating. And a lot of the cheating has happened at my house because they're like, oh, well, she's cool with that, whatever. Yeah, I'm cool with it, but I'm also cool with your significant other coming and ask me, did you come to my house and bring somebody else to my house and cheat at my house? And then I'm going to answer the question truthfully. So you have to ask yourself, is that what I want to do to myself? Because I know she's not going to lie for me. You know, he said, but I'm single 4 years strong. Okay, so what does single look like for you? Are you, what do they call it, single? Are you single? Where you're not seeing anybody and you're not being sexually active with anybody? And in that case, do you really want somebody coming to your house having sex in your house and you ain't even getting on? Like, that's a lot. I don't think that, I don't know. If I'm not getting any and I'm single, you ain't coming over there.
No.
You ain't coming over here at all.
Like I said, I don't mind. It depends on the circumstances.
None.
I don't mind. Like I could be totally single and allow it. But if I know they're cheating, I'm just not going to allow whether
so
I'm
you're going to
or not.
allow it as long as they're not cheating on their spouse.
Correct.
They can come in there and have naked, freaky sex, make all the noise they want to, and you're going to be okay in the kitchen cooking or in the room next to them reading a book.
Yeah, because sex within the correct, dynamic is a beautiful thing. So I'm not against that. I'm just against.
So they don't have to be married though.
Well, that's. Well, for me,
that ain't my business.
Right, it ain't my business, but.
Hey, Keith. He said, no sex, no dating, no nothing. My type of guy, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. When you're single, you got to be single. You can't let your body do things that relationships doing out here in these streets. I totally agree with that. You got to preserve yourself for the next person that you want to tether that energy to so you won't be burned out. All right? But so the discussion for the day is it okay for your friend or family member to engage in sexual activity in your guest bedroom at your place? What you guys feeling about this topic? He said, hell, I do the cooking and catering. While they having sex in there, you going to be coming in there bringing them food? Which I need some strawberries. You going to put that leg up? You need a little help with that leg? You need just a little bit? I can hold this one for you. Like, that's what we're going to do.
You would do that?
That's what you're going to do? You're going to be a real helpful family member friend? Is that it? No? Yeah? I don't know. But I feel like when people are spending time at your place, it's possible that they're going to engage in sex if they're spending time by way of them being with an intimate partner. And I feel like that's probably something that you absolutely cannot control. Keith says, no baby making in my house. How do you know what kind of sex they having and if they're making a baby or not? You know what I'm saying? According to Natasha, you can control your response to good sex. That's what you said.
Well, yes, I have, so.
But was it really good, though?
That's a good question.
Exactly. Because if it's really good, human beings are extremely verbal. And, that's the one thing that we can't control. If it's truly good, you can't keep it quiet for long. Like, when it's all right, you can. But when it's doing everything, nah, you can't. It's just not going to happen. Like, I feel like the moment is going to take over. And it's like, well, whatever. Like, okay, so you did that to do what? All right, so you force some noise, and
well, there's also people that fake the noise. So
exactly, I believe a lot of people fake the noise, but for me, I'm not faking anything, and I'm going to be as quiet as a mouse for as long as I can. And if you force the noise, then oh well, look at you. You get like brownie points, I guess. But the thing is, I think people have to be pragmatic in answering this question. A lot of people who have family members who are in relationships really don't think about, okay, this person could be bringing a stranger to my house. And like Susanna said, if you're in a relationship, if you're married and you come into my space to bring your cheating days to my house, I'm with Keith. They need to get a room.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I don't even know how I feel about having all that noise going on. Like,
what about you, Dr. J? You have not stated your opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Like with all the noise and stuff like that, y'all can come and have sex, but it better be the quiet sex. It better be.
So you don't mind if the cheater comes have sex in your house?
They can bring the cheater. Come on, bring him. And I can guarantee you, when your wife or your husband asks me.
So you're just gonna be honest about it.
Damn right. But people know that. Like all of my friends, they know that. My family, they know that. That's why they don't do that kind of stuff. Because they're like, man, she is not gonna keep our secret, and she's not gonna cover for us. She is not the one. Like they know. What did he say? Hell no. That's why she wasn't making no type of noises. It wasn't good. Look, he must be right. He must be right. She can't say anything. Says, what about you and your sexy life? You asking all these questions. Oh, well, in my sexy life, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody having sex up in there unless they're quiet, and it's poor sex. Because if you having sex and you're making a bunch of noises, I'm busting up in there. It ain't good no more. It's still good. You still got the same energy. Yeah. Take that somewhere else. What you doing all that for? I bet it ain't even that good. Like, what's wrong with you? Because I believe that people sometimes just be doing the most, like you said. Like they fake the noises sometimes. Like if I hear the same frequency, okay, repetitively over 3 or so minutes in the same pattern, I know you're faking it. I know you're faking it because you can't have the same frequency, the same.
It's spontaneous, right?
Exactly. Right, because sexual pleasure is spontaneous. It's a spontaneous experience altogether. So I know you're faking it. So no, we're not doing that. Nope, faking these noises. What you doing? Get out of here. Go get a hotel room.
What would he do?
Keith said that they better go get a room.
Okay, so he's not in agreement with the cheater.
Keith said they need to go get a room, period. Keith, you're not letting them have no sex, period. Good sex, bad sex, whack sex, whatever sex, they're not doing it. And then who washing them sheets? Who's doing all that?
Right, especially if they did it and didn't even tell you.
Yeah, if they did it and it didn't tell you, I'm like, I will call you on your phone and say, what are we doing? Why do I have your cum stains on my sheets? Come wash these sheets. Because that's just totally disrespectful. I'm gonna need you to clean all this up because I feel like it's the larger thing at hand is the amount of respect they do or don't have for you. Right. And so when you said you could have a conversation with them, that's how I am. I can actually have a conversation with a person because I'm a sex therapist. That's what I do. I talk about sex all day. So it doesn't bother me to talk about sex with you, him, her, them, all of them. I need to know what kind of sex y'all gonna be having in my house. So I do. I just do.
Well, I think for me, I don't really care what type of sex they have. Like I said, the only concern that I have is if they're cheating. I do not want that.
Cheating sex is sex. Well, it's a type of sex. And no, I have a thing like you can't be having no anal sex in my house. We're just not doing that. Like, like you're not gonna be disrespectful in between my sheets.
Okay.
Well,
I think that's a little too personal for you to. Yeah.
Susanna said, Susanna said, "How would you know if the door was closed?"
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, Susanna.
Unless it's two guys that came.
Right. If it's two guys that came in, if it's, man, I don't know how to know, but I really would hope they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So my rules are: if you're gonna engage in anal sex, then you better wash those sheets. That's my final verdict. Like I'm not washing them sheets after you did that. No, just not. We have to have boundaries. We're gonna draw the line somewhere. Let me see. If I was with you, I'll make you tap out. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Oh,
I doubt it. Said, tell her to go get on the camera. Oh, Susanna? They said they want you to get on the camera.
Okay, I'm coming.
She said she's not coming.
I'm coming just now. I'm almost done.
You almost done?
You got me.
Okay, she said she's coming. He said, no down low sex on my watch. I will not be. Oh, God.
You sent me your name?
I know me. I'm a freak, and the things I do, she will come back for more. Good guy. What kind of things you doing?
Who's that?
What kind of things happening? Mr. Williams, explain. Like they say, come explain this. Come explain this. Come explain it. That's what they say. I'm about to send it to you. Hold on. The link. So Susanna's gonna hop on real quick. Let me send her. There you go. But yeah, so my thing is, he said, what? No down low. Sex on my watch. You will not be what, Keith? I'm doing the whole 100 yard. What's on them 100 yards? What do you think is on the 100 yards, Natasha?
Is he referring to like
love for a woman to ride my face? That's standard.
Right.
That's standard sex. Yeah, oral sex with the woman on top. Yeah, that's standard sex though. What's extra? What's extra? And Keith, when you say down low sex, you just mean people that the men that are married who are now bringing a guy and engaging in sex, or like, what do you mean? Is that what that means?
Which
down low
question?
sex. This one.
I gotta get my glass.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what he means by that.
Yeah.
Down
Keith,
low sex.
Keith, what do you mean? Alibi to anybody cheating at
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah. I will not participate in that either. That's a no for me.
What if you don't know their relationship status though? That's a good question.
Yeah, if I don't know, then I don't know. But if I do know, it's not gonna happen.
So what if they're engaging in these sexual practices and you've never met their original significant other, and a week later after they stop by with the side chick, they bring the wife and they're like, oh, well, this is my wife. Yeah.
Well, if they choose to lie and I don't know about it, obviously they're gonna get away with it, right? But if I know, that makes a difference.
So what about the space that you're now in with the wife?
Well, see, the thing
right. So you'll realize you just put yourself in a compromising position, didn't even know it. Because now maybe the wife knows that he was with Natasha, or he was at Natasha's house the other day, but don't know that he was at Natasha's house having sex with another woman.
So see, I'll hold different position than you do. I won't tell the wife. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're not gonna tell?
No,
the
I
wife.
won't. That's not my business.
Oh my God!
If I knew that he was cheating and I allow it,
you're a good friend.
Right.
You're a whole good friend.
If I knew he was cheating,
you're not gonna snitch.
I will not allow it. Oh. But if I didn't know, he passed. You know, he he lied and
Mhm.
whatever happened, he got away with it. And if the wife came to me, that's not. I will not get in the middle of that.
You're not gonna say nothing.
No, I will not.
Kale, how do you feel? Can a person come to your house and have sex in your guest bedroom? Are you okay with that?
If I at home, I mean, I don't really know. I don't know, but I know I'm kind of messed up. You know, if I find out, it might be a problem. I'll tell you who it is.
So once if you don't know, then that's fine. But once you know, it's a problem.
Now, once I know if somebody who I want to prove that do, like if mom, my dad come by, he do that, that's fine. But somebody else besides somebody my immediate family,
right?
You know, so
yeah, stranger, no.
Yes,
no.
So you're okay with your mom bringing her boo thing over to the house and having sex in the guest bedroom?
So you know, I can't go against that.
Right. I'm with Cal right there. Yeah.
You know, so
it don't matter if it's my sister, my cousin, right. If they're married or they're.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you until you get in there. So Susanna's just moving into the other room. He said, Tasha, get in front of the camera.
I'm going in my room and close the door.
Not tonight.
Do not. Tasha says, not tonight. Not tonight. She's not getting on tonight. So are you ready, Susanna? Oh, the door isn't closed yet. You gotta close the door. Okay, let me see.
I don't get it for bed. So.
Not. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let me turn this on. Okay, that's good.
That's better.
Okay. I already got ready for bed. So.
Oh, Tasha says she already got ready for bed, so she can't get on camera right now. You know, she has on a house coat, so she's good.
Mm-hmm.
Said you must be scared. Is that what that means? Scared, afraid?
I guess, but
Tasha said you're not gonna bully me to get on the camera in these PJs. Like we're not doing it,
right? I'm not camera ready today, so.
So Susanna, tell them about your restrictions if you have any. If they're gonna come to your place and have sex in your house, in your he said excuses. I agree.
I mean,
come on over here. Come on over here. What? I mean, what? They can't see your nightgown thingy. It's just they can't see that. And it's cute anyway.
All right, whatever.
It is cute. Come on, scoot over. Like, hold on.
I can't believe I'm agreeing to this.
So Jeffrey Williams, you just bullied Tasha onto the camera.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. So you can see us. There you go. So, Susanna, I'm going to let you tell us your perspective. Is it okay?
Mm-hmm.
Said, why is she hiding? We all grown. She's not hiding, she just, she's not sure that her parts make sense for the background. I like it though. It's cute and it's soft too. It is. Real soft material. So what do you think, Susanna? They can or can't come to your house and have sex in your guest room? And if they come and have sex in your guest room, do they have restrictions? Like, is it a situation where they have to be quiet? What are you doing? Oh, trying to finish these notes.
Well, here's what one of my thoughts is clearly, if the guy and the woman who's coming in, I guess if it's a guy that we know, that I know, and he's married, he's definitely not coming with a girlfriend, a friend, or however he perceives as it is. No, you're just not. That's a level of disrespect where I wouldn't tolerate. If he's bringing his girlfriend, I mean, Well, like, why would my friend be coming over my house to stay? Are they coming to spend the weekend? It's like, because if they're coming to spend the weekend, because we've already planned it and he's bringing his girlfriend or she's bringing her boyfriend, I'm just going to expect that they're going to be sexually active in their room. And that's not an issue for me. Um, but I think in terms of stuff like I may engage a conversation with about not walking out in the nude. Like it's really not okay to be walking out in the nude in
Oh, you
my
know what?
house
I
because we
didn't
don't.
even think about that one.
Well, I mean, I don't think
Walking
he or she
outside of
needs
the
to.
room naked because you got to go to the bathroom to clean up. Yeah, I didn't think about that one.
Well, then I think if folks were coming to my house,
Mm-hmm.
there would be towels in there so that you need to put on the towels and go whatever in the bathroom. I don't think it's okay to walk around in my house nude because it's just you in somebody's place and you kind of want to be respectful. In terms of the noise, I would put on some music. And then afterwards, we'll joke about how much noise you all were making in there.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're gonna put the music on so you can't hear their noise of them having sex.
Yeah, I don't need to know. I don't need to hear all that stuff. I understand that comes with the behavior. I would hope that they kind of go like, well, we don't want Miss Susanna need to like be hearing all this set of noise, and they kind of put some control or filter around it.
But what if they can't control it because the sex is good? If the sex is good, they can't control it.
Well, but that has nothing to do with me, really. That's their behavior. That's where I'll turn my music up.
I love it. Okay. So
Because the reality,
Jefferson,
if I know they're coming and they're coming and they're spending the weekend with me, and I anticipate they're gonna have sex, I can't come up with this list about you can't do this and you're gonna have sex this way. Like they need not come.
true, true.
Yeah.
But that's
No,
the
you
thing.
can't
You
come on
just
walking
need not
around
have
nude.
sex. You need not have sex though. You can come, but you can't come while you're coming.
Right.
Yeah. You can't come to my house to come.
Well, if
We're
I'm
not
not
doing that.
willing
You're
to
not allowed to.
if
Mhm.
I think if I'm not willing to deal with the behaviors that come with having sex, then they don't need to come they don't need to come because they don't need to be in my house. That's what I mean. Because if they're in my house and they're sharing a room, they're going to have sex. They're going to make
No,
some
that's okay.
level of
You know
noise.
what? Let me split y'all up. One of you can sleep on the couch. One of you can sleep in the room. We're not doing no sex, no creeping and sneaking, and not doing that in my house. Mm-mm.
Well, then there's no need for them to be coming because if you want to put all these restrictions, why are they coming?
What if they
They
don't
don't
have
need to
any
really.
money like on them, but they want to come in town for a show? You know, we live in Atlanta, so you know, let's say, hey, well, I know Sue lives in Atlanta. Boom, we can stay at her house. Yeah, you can stay in my house, but you're gonna sleep in this room and you're gonna sleep in this one because we're not doing no hanky panky.
So my issue was more like
If they're married,
the one that just came spur of the moment, that just
okay.
stopped by.
So with
Not
the intent
some
of having
right,
sex.
not someone who came over the weekend that planned that told me, hey,
Mhm.
I will be your guest for the weekend. That you can't control. If somebody gonna be over your house for the whole weekend, you can't control whether they have sex or not.
No,
Whether they're married, no, you can't.
man,
If they're gonna be sharing the same room for a couple of days,
yeah,
that's different.
that's true.
But my main issue was for someone who's just stopping by for 2 hours, 3 hours, just for that purpose. That I have
just
a problem
to have
with.
sex,
Right.
Well,
So
how do you determine that?
Jeffrey says, but what if the marriage is going bad or neither of them are not having sex and on bad terms? Then what? If the marriage is on the rocks and they're not sleeping with their spouse and you know that they're married and they're trying to come to your house and have sex, is that okay?
If they're cheating, no, it's never okay.
But it's not cheating. They're not having sex with nobody else.
Oh, they're
They're
married.
married.
Just coming to my house.
Well, they're married, but the marriage is on the rocks and they're not having sex with the spouse. So for them, they're not cheating because they're not together.
But I can't justify that. But hey, I can't justify they come in my house having sex because his marriage is falling apart. That's got nothing to do with me. It's about the level of respect that you bring with you when you're in my house.
Oh my God. Jeff said if one of us sleeping on the couch, we're going to the car, garage, laundry room, patio, or something. Oh my God. I ain't never going in my garage no more. Oh my God.
Well, then
Oh
there's
my
no need
God.
for him to be in the house if that's what you're gonna do. The car, the garage, yeah, stay out there.
Well, you know what? Susanna's mentioned that before. They better go have sex in the car. So you're right. As
Try
long as
something
you want to
new.
have sex in your car, not mine.
Right, their car,
Yeah,
not mine.
like
No,
not mine. I don't want you having
no.
any sex in my space. Like, but I don't know. I think that if they're together, go right ahead. Just don't make any noises. So don't make me think that, oh, it's just great sex. I don't need to be thinking that you're having sex. I don't need any of that. Like Susanna said, I don't need to hear all that. So as long as I can't hear anything, but I do feel like if you're going to have sex in my house, if you come to my house and you're going to have sex in my house, then you must wash the sheets. And I feel like I have to have the no anal sex rule. I can't control what kind of sex you have, but you know, if I'm gonna let you have sex, you should at least respect my anal. Do your anal sex when you get home.
Well, how would you know
I
they're
don't agree with
having?
you on that, Dr. J.
No, you don't agree?
Because you can't control whether they have
I know.
penetration or
Right.
anal sex
I
or
know.
oral sex. You can't. You
I
just
know.
can't.
Don't have
So-
oral sex either. Don't
so
have
would you
any sex that's gonna make you all extra. Just do the basics.
Extra. What?
So, Dr. J, if it was a guy bought his boyfriend, would you let them in? Because you know that's the only way they may have sex.
No,
That might be the
no.
only way they might.
Just because two men are gay doesn't mean that they have a lot of things that they do.
Yeah, they do, but
have
that's
jobs as well. They don't have to blow each other off or do anal sex.
okay.
They can have physical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have sex in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my rule is no anal sex unless you wash your knee sheets.
Oh, okay.
And you better wash them twice or three. You know what? Fuck it.
With warm water.
Take the sheets with you. Take the whole damn
Or bring your own
mattress.
sheets.
Take the whole mattress. Take the whole
They're
bed.
not bringing their sheet.
Take the whole bed.
Bring your own sheets.
Take the entire bed. Okay, I'm just having it.
I think it's about, for the folks that is coming in to think about, I'm coming in somebody's house, right? And yeah, we want to have sex. So what do I need to do to like be respectful, but still kind of have an intimate relationship with my partner? And, if you kind of put yourself in somebody's shoes, you may not do all the extra stuff. You may not be on the washing machine and going all over the house. You just like keep it in the room.
Well,
because you're not at home.
Yeah, you need to just stay at home. Don't come to my house to have sex.
That's my point.
Right.
Wait till you get variables.
Exactly. Or get a hotel.
Yeah. I have too many rules and it's just too many variables. I don't need you coming having the best sex of your life in my space. I don't need that energy. I don't need it.
Right. If you're grown enough to be cheating or whatever, just get a hotel and get it done.
No.
But if they get a hotel, then doesn't it defeat the purpose of having you as now?
They still need an alibi. They just didn't want to pay the fee or whatever. They didn't want to pay the money. They just needed somewhere convenient for them.
Most of the people that are cheating, they cheat with a certain type of behavior. And so if they're calling you to come cheat at your house, it's because they want the wife. So it's okay, or the husband. So it's okay for them to say, hey, I just stopped by Natasha's. I'm leaving out from Natasha's. Not, I stopped by Natasha's to have sex with this other person. And I'm leaving Natasha's because I just finished having sex with this. So, you know what I mean? They don't have to go into the rest of the narrative because they're telling the truth. And if
but I'm not an alibi. I'm not participating in the secrecy and the deception.
But you don't really have a choice because they're not going to tell you that.
Well, but if I know he's bringing his girlfriend, I'm not even participating because there's some deception and there's some lies. I'm not participating in that because you are not going to give me the burden to talk to his wife about what you did or to then decide, am I going to lie or not lie when she asks?
Well, I'm always gonna not lie. So that's why
Right.
I encourage people to never come to my house to have
That's
sex if
right.
they're
It's
cheating.
not gonna happen.
Because I'm gonna tell on your ass. I just
Well,
am.
no. And
Mhm.
if you show up with a girlfriend, you're gonna go. We would have a
Oh, because that's what
conversation
I was
right
gonna
there.
ask you. What if you didn't know the girlfriend was coming? What if they just called you and said, "Hey Sue, I'm coming, like stopping by, missed you. Let me catch up with you." Then boom, they show up with the side chick, side dude,
Uh,
whatever situation.
could I talk to you in the kitchen?
So you
I'll
can
give her
take it
that
to the
much
kitchen.
decency. Can I talk to you in the kitchen?
Oh,
And we'll
Sue,
go in the
you're so
kitchen and
nice.
it's like, this can't
My
happen.
family members and my friends are now watching this like, oh my God, we need to replace her with Sue.
Can I talk
That's
to
a
you in the
fact.
kitchen?
That's a fact. They're now watching this video saying that because I have no filter. I'm gonna say it right in front of the person. That's just me because I've done it before. Like, oh,
Mhm.
you're not married to so and so anymore? Like, that's me. That's me. 100%.
Well, she
Whatever
may
happened to her?
she may see my look. The look is,
No.
or he may
You gonna
see
hear
my
the word.
look.
Look, you're gonna get the face says.
Can I talk to you in the kitchen?
Wow. Just 2 weeks ago, you were just with your wife and the kids. Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe
Yeah.
I don't need to bust him out about his
Think
wife,
about
but I need to talk to you about this. You all need to go. This is not acceptable in my house. You need to
I
take her
mean,
somewhere else.
so what if they never got to the room? What if they said, "Hey, we want to stop by"? So stopping by with the girlfriend, would you be willing to be introduced to the girlfriend of a person that is cheating on their wife, and you know that they're married?
You see the sex component. Well, let me think about this. Would I be okay? I would be uncomfortable with somebody that I know who I consider a good friend bringing a girlfriend in my home. Just
Mm,
because some of it is how I understand that you all are married and whatever is going on is going on. But what's going on with your relationship, you don't have to bring it to my home. Really, it
mm,
doesn't have to come to me because I don't want to participate in
right,
knowing that information and holding on to it. I really
right,
don't. I
right.
don't.
So for you, just to get the question out there and just to clear everything up, if a person is intending to have sex and gonna stay at your house, is it okay for them to do it in your guest room? Final answer.
Um,
And are there restrictions if so?
it's not. It's kind of none of my business if they are. It is. It is an issue for me. Is if he's married or she's married, and I know them as married couple. No, you're not coming in my. If you bring your girlfriend and you all are spending time, what you do in the room is up to you. Like it's either if I need to be telling you what you need to be in the room doing in the room, then you don't need to be at my home. It's kind of like you can't have your cake and eat it. So yeah, you could come in my house and you can have sex in my house, but you can't do all these different things. Then you don't need to be there.
So it's no restrictions. You're gonna wash those sheets? Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, yes, it's
You
my
gonna wash
sheet,
them
of
sheets?
course.
I
What am I
probably
gonna do?
would, and
Once I
then
throw
I
in garbage, I'm gonna have to wash my sheets. Those are my bed sheets.
You take them sheets with you, especially if you did anal sex. Because I don't know if you did anal sex, so take it with you.
Well, once you wash it with some hot water and some soap,
I don't want to touch them. Somebody got to touch them. I don't
Well,
even want
wear
to touch them with some
gloves.
gloves.
You can wear gloves.
No, I don't even want to touch them with gloves. Like you gotta. Jeffrey, you should have got on. What's wrong with you? You could have came on and voiced your opinions on the audio. But we are to the end of this. I want you guys to like and share this content. I want to continue to have this conversation because I want to know how many people around the world think that it's okay for their friends and their family members to come and have sex in their guest room. Come and stay and have sex in their guest room. Come bring their cheating side pieces and have sex in their guest room or whatever type of behavior that leads to sex in their guest room. But I think for the record, the thing is with me, I just don't want you having sex in my guest room. And I know that I've had a lot of folks that had sex in my guest room or my in-law suite because I have friends and they're very candid about what they're doing. but they know that I am not an approver of them having sex in there. And plus, the sex was trash. I'm just gonna say it because it better been. That's why.
Well, I mean, I think and I agree with you because you've got to make a decision. It's either they come
Yeah.
and they do what they want to do in the room because they're in
Right.
the private, or but if you're concerned that the sex is going to happen and they're going to walk around nude and they're going to make all these noise, no, then it's your place. You can say no.
Yeah. I mean, I spent 11 years single. You can't come to my house, be having sex, and I'm not having no sex. Like, what you doing? Don't throw that up in my face. I don't need that kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to know that you're having and living your best life. That's my thing. You know, maybe it's because I was disgruntled, right? Disgruntled because I don't have time for that kind of life yet. But I don't like your energy coming over here making me jealous and making me feel away.
When in doubt, they're not coming. Because you don't need to have them come and then say you can't do all these things, but you can come and have sex. They just don't. I mean, save yourself. Set some limits. Set some boundaries. No, you can't. You can come for a few hours. We chat, sit in the living room, and then you take and go. No, I'm not giving you money for a hotel, but you can come chat and then leave.
No, I'm not giving you money for a hotel.
No, I wouldn't either. That's not.
So, but you're willing to let them come and have sex in your house, and you're gonna wash those sheets. No. I'm not washing your sheets. See, that's the thing. Like, I think it's better that you just don't come, because if you come over there and have sex at my place, you are going to wash those sheets
and spray the room.
You're gonna clean the entire room. You're going to clean the mattress. I don't need to be. I don't even need to be in that energy where you just finished having sex within 24 to 48 hours. I just don't need it because why? Why do I need to?
Well, most of the time you won't know that they had sex if it was just like someone just stopping by. If they spent the weekend, yeah, you'll know. You will assume that they had sex. But if they just stop by for a couple of hours for one day, you won't necessarily know. So you're gonna wash the sheets whether you know or not. You're gonna wash your sheets.
I'm not. You come to my house and you're spending the night. You are washing the sheets. Period. You're doing the laundry. Thank you. You gave yourself a chore today. You're learning today.
Yeah, and that's
so you can tell them that they're spending the weekend, and you can simply say, "We have laundry to there's the laundry. I know you got stuff you gotta wash. There's the laundry, and there's the detergent."
That's me. Yes, that's me. 100%. So you can do the laundry at 5 a.m. You know, before everybody gets up, and get going. So just make sure that you put it in this slot right here. This isn't even a discussion of whether or not.
There you go. For me, it's you can't walk around naked. You can't come out the room walking around naked.
Okay, so for you, Susanna, they can't walk around naked.
No, you can't come out and walk around naked. And yes, you got to do your laundry. So here, and I'll say, I'll tell you, like, you can't come out walking around with your penis exposed.
Why not?
And they
gotta go to the bathroom. So you want them to put their clean clothes back on their dirty penis, and then go to the bathroom and clean up because they gotta go clean up.
That's not up to me. That's up to them. If they want to be in my house and be able to be sexually active, that's what you're gonna have to do, or bring clothes, something. But you do have to do the laundry, and you can't come out walking out your room with your whole body exposed. That's like not okay, and especially if there's younger kids around. No. So there's the laundry, and it's a matter of fact conversation when you set limits and boundaries on people, and they know how far they can go with you.
I agree, but I think that if you say that, I think that you also got to be like, so for example, people are now saying inside of Sam's Clubs, Costco's, whatever, right? A mask is required. So when you tell me a mask is required, that means you're giving me a mask, and I'm not coming in there with a damn mask because I'm paying for a membership. So the same thing is like, if you're going to tell them don't come out with your penis slanging everywhere, don't come out naked, whatever, you also have to give them a robe, because that's why hotels do that. Yeah.
If so they're spending
cover yourself up. Have some dignity.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I do.
I would too. That's why I'm telling you up front, don't walk out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
take
wouldn't
this.
mind even putting towels in the room. I know if you're spending a night or two, I put towels in because I know what you're
What
gonna
you're gonna
do
need, right? Right.
and what you will
You know
need.
they're gonna have sex.
Absolutely, huh?
You know they're gonna have sex. She said, you know what they're gonna do or what they're gonna need.
Because they're not both. They're gonna need towels because they're there for the night. I'm assuming. Come on, we're human beings. They love each
They
other.
better
Love
not
each
have
other.
no sex.
Well, I'm not checking on the door. I'm not doing one of the air thing or I'm not knocking. I'm assuming as they're normal human beings who have sexual energy. And if they're spending the night laying in bed together, they might. What level they choose to have sex with, that would be on them. Here's some towels. And please don't walk out naked. And in the morning, there's the laundry right there with the detergent and the whole kit and caboodle.
So I just lost all my friends because my friends just said they're gonna come and join Sue because she's gonna let them have sex the way they want to have sex in her house. And she's not gonna have all them damn rules like I have. Because that's the reality. I got rules. You're not living your best life. So that is our show for the day. We're over time, you guys. We're at 55 minutes. We intended to do a 30-minute show. Totally intended to do that. But I enjoyed the conversation. Thank you guys for engaging, and thank you guys for sharing your experiences and your preferences. Like, I want to continue to have this conversation. Like I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. I am Dr. Jefferson, and this is my lovely co-host. She doesn't even really know it. It's Susanna Stone. And you guys have also been listening to the reflections, the thoughts, and the very heartfelt contributions of Natasha J over here from Florida. So make sure you guys look them up on social media, on Facebook. Natasha Speaks with a C, not an S. Is Natasha's and Susan. You can find her at ssrecovery.org. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for contributing. Like I said, do those things that I just said. Be kind to one another.
And be respectful to your friends. Don't bring your girlfriend.
Yeah.
If you're married. Don't bring your boyfriend if you're married.
And Sue said, don't bring your boo thing or your side chick to her house, okay? And I'm with her. I'm like, don't have sex at all. Unless you want to pick up a whole chore. You're going to do all the laundry that day. You come to my house, think you're going to have sex. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, thank y'all a lot. Later days, you guys.
Oh my goodness.